to the operating system video playlist. Last video types of operating system they discuss பண்ணிருந்தோம். அதிலே particular batch operating system, multi-programming batch operating system, time sharing operating system and multi-processor operating system பத்தி discuss பண்ணிருந்தோம். So இந்த வீடியோல distributed operating system பத்தி discuss பண்ண போறோம். So distributed operating systems. So several computers are connected through a single communication path to share the computational task or to share the resources. So like multi-processor operating system like multi-processor operating system is called as tightly coupled systems. So in the case of distributed operating system it is referred as loosely coupled systems. Why? Because edunala appdin solrona these several independent computers have its own memory unit and its own CPU to perform the processes. So system processes different in size and they can perform different tasks to speed up the high speed of working or high speed of the task, the operation has to be worked. So distributed operating system mainly depends on networking for their functionality. So it is mainly used in networking, so local area network and wide area network, and in the case of metropolitan area network. So in the networking side we distributed operating system da use pandrom. So the advantages means the files can be shared. So one system failure ஆனதுனால the entire network cannot be affected. The other systems do its own task. அவங்களுடைய operations work பண்ணிட்டே இருப்பாங்க. The load of the one host computer can be reduced. So remaining எல்லா கம்ப்யூட்டர்ஸுமே ஷேர் பண்ணிக்கிறதுனால அதனுடைய ஒர்க்கிங்கை ஷேர் பண்ணியிருக்கிறதுனால so the host systemத்தோட load reduced ஆயிடுது. So each and every computers can work their independent task automatically the speed up for the processing will be increased so that it produce good performance. But the disadvantage of distributed operating system is setup cost is high and the software used for system is also high. The main functionality of system is failure, then the entire network has to be affected. So centralized system can be act as a server system. Server system satisfy the request from the clients. So நம்ம ஒரு கூகுளில் போய் ஒரு பர்டிகுலர் வேர்ட் சர்ச் பண்ணுறோம் அப்படின்னா we are as a client ஒரு வேர்டை நம்ம சர்ச் பண்ணுறோம், இல்லை ஒரு ஃபைலை நம்ம தேடுறோம், அதர்வைஸ் ஒரு வீடியோ ஒரு மூவியை நம்ம தேடுறோம் அப்படின்னா as we are a client, web browser acting as a web client for us. So Google, the web client, that is browser, searches our request to the sends a request to the server. So the server it handles the responses, handles the request from the client. So the client server systems can be categorized into compute server, another one is a file server. The compute server from the clients and accept the request and process and take up the action and generates the results, send back to the results to the clients. In the case of file server, it only maintains add the files, delete the files and update the files. Normally நம்ம லேப்ல ஒர்க் பண்ணுவோம்ல அந்த ஃபைல்ஸ் சர்வர் சிஸ்டம்ஸ் நம்ம என்னென்ன ப்ரோக்ராம் ஒர்க் பண்ணுறோமோ that will be stored as a file. That is we can add the program or we can update the program or we can delete the program. So in the case of peer-to-peer systems, the internet and world wide web, the growth of internet and world wide web, the distributed operating systems can be evolved in a much greater manner. In the case of world wide web, the web pages are connected through, the web pages are interlinked and they can be act as a resources, set of resources. So the hypertext documents மூலமா நம்ம என்ன பண்றோம், ஒரு பேஜ் இன்னொரு பேஜ் கனெக்ட் பண்ணி we can get the corresponding required page. The network operating system runs on the server. Network operating system runs on server and manage all the networking functionalities. It allows the systems to share the various files, applications and printers and security. So in the case of network operating system, the users, the clients aware of the configuration of other systems, other system settings and other system requirements and configuration settings general awareness. So distributed operating system is a loosely coupled one. Network operating system is a tightly coupled OS. So the advantage of network operating system that the network can be easily upgraded, new technologies and new hardwares. It will be adapted to the new technologies. The securities of the system is managed over the server only. But the disadvantages, server centralized or server costs are high and regular updates are maintenance. So new technology and new hardware system is adopted. The regular updates and maintenance will be needed in the case of network operating systems.